Okay, so today I'll try to win yet again with that little gimmick deck that I'm obsessing over. But yeah, this game has a lot in common for me with PvZ Heroes because they're both mobile exclusive games, at least at a point. This is now on PC, but I wonder if that's what people are actually doing. It always does very well on Twitch, this category. So I wonder if people are actually doing it on a PC, or you sometimes see it on YouTube when you're scrolling through, like they're streaming like from their phone directly, it looks like, with the orientation, which I don't really watch, but just you can't help but see that sometimes when you're flipping through. But the point is, yeah, this is a very PvZ Hero-esque, like a casual mobile card game that is still pretty good, pretty fun, that, you know, I'm making a bit of a extended series out of. Time to get fired up. Furnace is now preheated. Unlock its full power with the Diamond Pass. As long as none of that stuff is exclusive to that, like you can still get it some other way, which I did get an evolution for, like the evolution for the Tesla coil and the, yeah, we have gotten a couple evolutions regardless, the Tesla coil and one other thing. Want to skip the challenge. This is like all we would end up doing with my gold, because most of it I don't see really what we're doing with it. Yeah, I may be pushing this gimmick thing a little too far, but I do really want to ride it out. I always love coming up with ideas like this, and I just, you know, even on a first playthrough, I can't help but try to do it. This we do have some amount, but I'm not going to use it for emotes. Although this game does have a good, you know, sense of personality, art style, everything like that too. And we haven't gotten any new cards actually in a while, mainly because I'm probably losing every game. You're more likely to get it if you win and make progress. We've gotten pushed back down to like 1,000 here. So I am going to still try to press this though, because, you know, I really want to get on a streak with this one. I think, again, it's not about winning, it's about the manner in which you do it sometimes. Yeah, but this is surprisingly just like PvZ Heroes. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. And again, between the sense of personality, the music, the presentation, the visuals, the way the creatures look on the field, you know, the plants or the zombies, or even the lanes and how those work. Some of the card designs are very fun. Like, a lot of good things about it. Same thing here. And of course, the real-time element is extremely unique, right? I haven't had much occasion to. I shouldn't even really do that, because if they do some crazy combo here, that's the one that really wrecks me, is either the giant plus the P.e.k.k.a or the giant plus P.e.k.k.a or the other giant plus P.e.k.k.a or barbarians plus P.e.k.k.a. Right, tends to be very, very good for them. You have no choice but to do this, because it's just, you know, I'm just kind of reacting, and they committed so hard to that side. You're going to try to stall them out. I actually don't oh no, I keep saying that. It's because of the level of the tower, not the thing. Not that the chick is in there. It's the fact that the fireball is just such a good counter for that. It's hard not to, you know. All right, so that thing's still standing. It's hard. This early phase is really hard to deal with, because, you know, you're kind of just stuck here. He's hard committing to the side, which means he can't deal with the other side, but he almost doesn't have to, because, you know, although this dude single-handedly almost took out his tower, which is utterly absurd, right? Even though I'll still lose because of it. It doesn't really taunt them, I guess, when they're right on here, but no, it still kind of did. Yeah, that guy is so dangerous, because if you let it run loose like that, it yeah, everything I'm doing should be reactive, because it is such a defensive-minded experience. But this goblin ends up being the MVP, just with how much he did there. It yeah, the Tesla coil, which everything basically gravitates towards that. Or I mean to the structures in general, like, Oh shit. Oh no no no. The problem is, oh my god. He got this one low enough to where, although this guy's going, he's got to deal with it. Oh, that would have almost done it. Ah. Wait, is that actually gonna be it though? Are you serious, man? At that point, you should almost start dumping. So that's so annoying, man. Okay, so here, let's try to finally, get on a good streak with this gimmick deck. Maybe I'm getting too fixated on that, but you know, again, this is always my style. Although you maybe shouldn't do it on a first playthrough. It's still like a net positive, though. Everything I'm doing, I'm still getting rewards and building towards stuff, but obviously I'm maybe pushing it because see, whenever you make like a one-dimensional or thematic thing like that, what happens is, you know, it has great strengths and great weaknesses. So it might counter certain decks, but it gets countered by others. So it's not a very well balanced deck, obviously, because you're. But I think what I was doing that was good in part was I was like, don't even worry about summoning the minions as much early on and then save them. So I gotta trust the structures a little bit more. And so this is what sometimes confuses people too with how I do things. Like there's a lot of things I'm deliberately just doing, right? Just because I want to do them, not because. But this becomes like a daily quest almost type of thing. It makes you want to log in every day just to get these because, you know, this is all I'm doing with the gold. So that's maybe one thing that could be a problem with this later on is like the, you know, you could say business model, pay to win, all that kind of stuff. But the levels of the minions themselves could get a little bit stupid because, you know, like there's going to be too many of these currencies, too many of these other different things. Right. So maybe you're only losing, oh, they have the exact same deck as you or something like that, and they're worse than you, but they just have higher levels of the same things, right? It's kind of dumb. Potentially. I don't know fully how that works, but when you have so much of this emphasis on the business model, so many different currencies and stuff, that can be a problem. Like, what is even this? Why is it showing me that? Boosted. Why is it boosted? Why? I don't get it. What? There's too many of these dumb. Wait, use what? I don't get it. What's happening? Boosted in what way? Is that like, I don't know. I don't know if that's like a universal thing, like it's boosted for everybody, or it's for me for some reason. That's sometimes what these games do. That's very silly. Like they'll bombard you with like a million different things, right? Like a million different currencies, million different kind of reward tracks, like trials on the road to the Furnace Fortress. That actually looks very sick, but you can barely see that. Yeah, let's try to go on a streak with this, but my general opinion of this game is very good. Like it's actually very, very impressive. It's enjoyable. Again, I have some grievances with the currencies and stuff, but it just feels like there's too much of that. Or like even the upgrading of the cards I don't like. I think that's dumb. You might think it's a good thing, but it's just like, you know, the card should just be the card. And then if you want to give somebody a better card overall, then do it. This is kind of a big deal though, because she's been on that for a while. On the same level. But no, it's like if you want to upgrade your cards, then just get a better card instead of you know, give me a better card that's just a better version of something. Instead here, in a way you could say that's kind of a good thing, so it stops some of the card bloat. Like you don't have to come up with a better version of the card that like another 4 cost of flying stuff that would do effectively the same thing, but it's just a better, you know, version of the same thing. Instead now they commit and say, okay, look, you have this many cards that serve this many purposes, right? And then we're just going to keep improving them instead of giving you kind of clone type cards, like ones that are very similar but that don't actually, you know, it just feels like power creep. It's exactly the same, just slightly better. So Nice little emote collection. Okay. And yeah, that's the only triple crown we're gonna see the whole session, because in our actual collection, because the style that I'm doing, there's no way I'm gonna get a triple crown. Right? I'd be lucky to even get one of them. Right? We could win on just the base value, like, oh, we've done more to one of theirs than they've done to ours, but yeah, I should almost do just the structures for the first part. Not necessarily 100%, but do the structures for the first part. Right, and then if you do that, then I may even have to do this. Like, wow. How is he that tanky, man? I've already lost. Like, it's just forget it. And then apparently that's boosted, whether it's for him too or not. I don't know, but... Oh, it's... Wow. Like, I don't know. I don't know how. How... All I'm doing is waiting and doing those defensive structures on command. That P.e.k.K.a just kind of counters me all the time. Yeah, I shouldn't overcommit to this. Like, that might be almost enough to deal with them. But yeah, he's gonna get through the one tower, which means already I'm screwed, because it's tough when they come out of the gate like that at the beginning. Probably shouldn't put it on the edge like that as much, but... Okay, so this won't be enough, but I don't see how it's not enough. Or I should have just done the firewall. Yeah, that P.e.k.K.a is just a god. He's invincible. Sometimes this guy will break through. Like, I don't know how I even did that much to him there. Right, he'll just break through and do a lot. So I have to get rid of this, because he can get rid of that with a spell at any point. You kind of need the boosted rates at some point before it starts to... Before it starts to have an impact, because... You know, it's not... Yeah, that's gone. Now, it doesn't matter about playing defensively as much. I have to get rid of this very quickly. Otherwise, I'm just screwed. It is a 970, but... It's very hard to actually do this. Have to go for it. I mean, just put everything that you can. Right, we'd have to summon stuff and just kind of overload it a bit. Sometimes I am just trying to cycle through things just for that reason alone, like... But it should be easy enough for him to stop this, because it's so predictable what I'm doing. Like, I have to just do this. I don't mind even if he gets through and starts to damage that. Like, I just have to get rid of this. I can't do it, though. Man, this is getting kind of annoying, though. Like... I don't know what it is that... I don't know what it is that I could do that's at the beginning. Like, maybe some of these just aren't good enough to deal with that. Or again, the P.e.k.K.a. Like, what even is the counter to the P.e.k.K.a? If I think about it, like, he... Let me look at him. He's very tanky for what he is. Let's see how it even shows that him being destroyed. He's very tanky. He does a ton of damage. He withstood, you know, the fireball. He withstood a lot. If they do, like, the giant and that together... It's very, very hard to deal with that. That, or even like the barbarian and the giant together. Okay, so today I'm going to try to continue ranking up with this gimmick deck. And of course, the fact of the matter, the fact of the matter is that I've been sort of hard stuck. Like, I've been losing most. I don't know, I'm doing well, but then I lose right at the end of a lot of these. So you have to play like super defensively. And the P.e.k.K.a is like my arch nemesis with it. So it's funny that we get this 1 year played thing, even though we already got that a while ago. So, like when I just first started this little mini series, because I just played the game like once before, just to try it, you know, for my little Saturday format. Then I'm saying like, oh, I'm just trying Clash of Clans for the first time, and then I tried this because Clash of Clans was so disappointing somehow that maybe I should give it another chance at some point, but I just didn't really get what the appeal of it was. at least this is much more active and much more satisfying, like, you know, assuming you're not going against just bots that seem like players, which maybe in some capacity you might be, but I don't know, it's just different because what did we even get here? Like, you're going as real players, it's not asynchronous, it's just like a real you know, genuinely competitive and interesting experience with some customization. I don't know how many cards there actually are in the game overall, but it seems like, oh wait, 2 years. I love that. Yeah, we played it for 2 years, even though I played it for basically a few weeks worth technically. 2 years. I didn't even catch that because we had like, where's the one that was 1 year played then? Or it just maybe changed that. We played 2 years, even though we've really, again, we played it once. I love that. We played it once in 2023 just to play it for the first time. Like, that was my Saturday format where I try to always play something I've never played before. Then I didn't play it again for like a year because then I did it like once as part of like some little mobile game permadeath gauntlet thing. And then now I'm doing it again. So it has been maybe 2 years, but you know, you play it once and you don't play it for 2 years and then it still counts that, oh, you've been playing for 2 years. That is actually hilarious. All right, so let's go with this one, which I'm not too happy. Wait, oh, not too happy about how it's been going, but the concept there is so beautiful. I love what this is. Obviously, I probably shouldn't keep doing it, but I'm one to kind of beat my head against the wall like this, so we should try to really capitalize on the structures from the perspective. You know, he'll put a P.e.k.K.a and a barbarian there, and I just lose because there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's literally how it works. You know, this should still work. Yeah, the P.e.k.K.a just wrecks my bitch ass. But that goblin comes through, and like, I don't know. I should keep doing these towers. I don't know how effective it's going to be from that angle, to be honest with you, but there I couldn't really even decide what to do. But yeah, maybe these tower type structures are better than what I'm giving them credit for, because I often am not. Okay, now this is a perfect chance for the firewall, but I'm kind of too slow with it, so it ends up not being that effective. Jesus, my mouse, man, fuck. All right. Again, we have the towers, and again, even though they auto drain, they do have, you know, have a certain value that as long as you're protecting the towers and not taking damage with them. My other shit is still I think those are the two combos that destroy me with this deck. Is if they do the P.e.k.K.a plus the giant together, it's very hard to stop, even if you have a ton of mana elixir. And then if they do the P.e.k.K.a and the P.e.k.K.a and the barbarians, either of those, like, because these are so tanky that they're really gonna, yeah, I just have to trust the structures more and don't worry about the summons until it gets really close to the end. Now we'll end up winning because, oh, we've done that little to it. Or could you win if you just, like, if your thing had just more health value to it? Could you win by, like, you know, my base health value is higher than his base health value. So even if neither of us do any damage to the tower, to any tower, I still win because, oh, I have the tie break, you know, whatever. Right at the end, it'll count up. Oh, mine has more health, even though no damage has been done to either of ours. Just the fact that, oh, his starts at 1890 because it's like a lower level thing. Okay, I can't fucking use a mouse right now, dude. Now, I overcommitted there unnecessarily, but how did he get through that, man? His is still lower, but lower by what metric? Like, you know. Oh, no. You know, and when the elixir thing goes higher, it's not like, oh, shit, what am I doing? When the elixir thing goes higher, it's not like that everything moves faster or anything. Now the values don't matter unless you get through this whole phase too, which I shouldn't put them that close to the edge either, but I don't know what to do at this point, but like I'd like to do this, but I will do this still, play defensively. It's hard at this point because now I want to go more aggressive, but I almost can't in a way. Yeah, you can just keep doing these defensive structures, and once you start doing the summons like this, then it really takes off. Right, because it's just tanking for you so well that there's very little that you can do, although... Oh, I should have maybe held out on the fireball, but... Yeah, now it might get into tie-break territory, although it's still early for that. Do the Tesla coil thing. This thing here. Oh, you see, we got through one without even like really thinking about it, just because it's like the gradual. It is a very satisfying style, right? You'll eventually break through like that. I'm not even paying attention to that side, which you'll break through with the auto little summons just as you're doing this. Right, like you're turning your defense into offense, and I'm not really trying to do anything, but... Yeah, the first phase I should use more so the towers themselves, the actual, like the cannons and this and that. And then only once you get in the second elixir phase, then you can get away with doing something else. Okay, the wizard is going to be a problem. Okay, I'm not used to seeing that really, but again, it didn't get down to the base health value thing necessarily, but I should just save my shit, and then I should just for like one elixir, it should let me mulligan that out. And I love when they do that. Like fucking, it feels like a waste of the fireball, but against this kind of slow paced thing, it actually has some value. Or yeah, like putting the cannon that far up is a little weird. Like, I'm not trying to advance on him anyway. Okay, this dude can be very annoying, the wizard. He seems to ignore even the structures a lot. I'm putting too much there, and I shouldn't do it, but... And even as much as I mocked this, using the spells on the structures, which that wasn't really worth it, but when they're so clumped up together like that... But no, I should never overcommit and do that much like what I just did there. Yeah, you gotta let them do their attack, and then you come back on them with a bunch of the little summons here. I see like that giant did absolutely nothing. It didn't kill anything. It didn't, you know, make any progress for him. Yeah, this guy is a beast. The little fucking, the guy. The, whatever he's called. Yeah, the goblin that comes from this is insane. Now you have the stupid ass wizard, which doesn't even bother me too much. You have the little evolution of that. It's just hard to tell like what level of everything he actually has, such that it would be relevant. Like, how is he so tanky? Like, what's happening? Some point, what is going to even happen here? He gets like the invincibility little mana shield thing, but no, his is still lower than mine. So now, assuming it came down to that point, which it's not even at that point yet, but yeah, we got to trust the towers more. Don't do the summons unless you're really at this stage in the game where now you can sort of overwhelm them a bit. This style of play is just so cool, though. I love it. Right, like I've invented this gimmick, and again, I'm not saying other people may not have done the same thing or whatever, but it doesn't look the same necessarily. Damn it, I can't really do that because... Yeah, either we get through that or we just play defensively and don't let him get through this, so then we're still at a higher point with the shit. Right, we'll win on the health value or we'll actually break through. He's just like me, tunnel visioning on the same side the whole time. Or maybe not, as I say that. You know, we may get through there, but it doesn't matter because we don't have to even. Oh, shit. He's down to 76, down to 20. I mean, I could just do that. Okay, maybe I found the solution, although I was trying to do that before too, somewhat. But yeah, it's like you wear them out. It really is a very cool organic thing, right? In this kind of a game that, I don't know, it's like showing you, oh, this is what control could look like, or some other kind of style of play. In a game like this that seems like it might be a little harder to define those type of things because everybody's just playing shit all the time. Or obviously you don't want that to fill out. He did a combo of that, but it wasn't really worthwhile because it was so easily dealt with just a single fireball. You have to be very patient, very disciplined, reactive. All right, we can do that. That should be enough alone easily because, yeah, and then he's got free to go. Again, you're using those more so as taunts. Now he's gonna get a good chunk in too. On top of that, look at that. Not only did he tank the P.e.k.k.a, he almost takes out the tower too. I'm getting so distracted that I'm not. Okay, I don't know if that's really enough to deal with it. It should be enough. But again, the giant can't be underestimated. It's very tanky. But it sometimes fools gold from the perspective that it just kind of doesn't do anything, right? It'll tank, but it won't fight back against everything that's hitting it. So if you do it in the wrong time, it can be just a waste. You always have to do it together with support of something else. Okay, sometimes I overcommit like that because now if you went with the P.e.k.k.a or something there, right, you just don't have an answer for it. So I have to be careful. Yeah, see, but he was a little slow with it then. Got a little lucky there. Again, the P.e.k.k.a can take out your tower in like fucking 5 hits, so it's very, very crazy. Which made it one of my favorite things to use for a while, but obviously I'm not using it in this one. Okay, so we already got a tower. Now I should just hunker down and play defensively all the more. This is not the kind of thing where you're gonna get like... Oh shit, what is this? What is happening? This is not the kind of thing where you're gonna get... Oh, that's a good counter to fireball though as soon as I do it. You're not gonna get the triple crown type thing, right? That's very seldom gonna happen with this type of deck. Sometimes my positioning on these is maybe not the best, but again, we took out the tower, so we don't have to do anything. Just wait the 22 seconds. There's no way he'll get through this. This must be very frustrating to play against too, but you're sacrificing a bit because I don't have any minions. Now he has to worry about that side, and it doesn't matter because we don't need to do anything with that. Yeah, you got to learn kind of what counters what. Like the fireball counters the oh shit. The fireball counters the shit a little bit. The barbarians, whereas the arrows are pretty shitty against a lot of things. Alright, we're on a bit of a streak, not to jinx it, but I think I've got a bit of a rhythm now where we're going to look at the towers first. So let's wait. Let him do what he's gonna do. I put this here, give me another. Again, maybe I overreact to the P.e.k.k.a, which I didn't need to necessarily do, but it is a big commitment of him. That should even out just fine, or whatever. Won't even get one shot in. Wait. How? What? I was just in disbelief. I don't understand. How did that happen? Whatever, I'm just gonna ignore then what he's doing and just do this. I'm so confused. Yeah, see, you gotta learn, like, kind of what broke through that and how. What even happened there? That wasn't much of an attack, but... like, I can put all the summons there. I'm obviously not gonna win this, so I can already tell you. Although he did a decent chunk there, it's just not the way it's gonna happen. I don't understand. See, like, however he did that, I almost have to watch it back in my VOD. How did he do that, right? How did he do it? It makes no sense that he was able to get through that. And why do sometimes people do that, where they summon stuff that far back? They're kind of trying to slow pace it, but why? I was trying to do like the summons on the one side, but... oh yeah, now he can just summon shit right on my territory, that was the point. It's cute that we're trying to push the side, but we just can't do it. I mean, it's not a real thing. So we had a nice little streak there, sort of, but it just didn't happen, so nothing I can do. Although this guy could get some good hits in. Come on, get it a little lower, How much will it actually do? I don't know. I could almost do another fireball. I could do it. That is so fucking stupid. But yeah, if I had like one more fireball on there, it could have actually done it. So whatever. I'd have to look. Like, he was using like a Valkyrie and something else, which didn't seem that big of a deal, but they got through the entire thing. I don't know how. That's a very surprising outcome. And I'm too lazy to put this shit around my screen here, like, so you can't see the black bars. And I maybe should just play it on PC anyway, but I do it when I like upload these to YouTube, which I've done now. I think I'm on the second episode of uploading it. It's basically I just come. Okay, so today I'm going to continue with this gimmick trash deck, and we actually went on a bit of a win streak the last episode, but generally I've been doing pretty bad with this one. And this is maybe a compulsion that I have to try to keep doing this one that I shouldn't do, but the thing is, you got to really rely on the towers at first and then start to do this shit later. Start to do the minion stuff later on. I shouldn't worry about that at the beginning. Right, once you get this quicker speed of the elixir and stuff, then you can do it. Again, this is one of those stupid like mobile things that tries to get you addicted to going on every day, like a daily quest type thing, just because it keeps giving you stuff every day. Like, I don't know, it just seems kind of stupid. That boosted thing, I don't know what if that's something to do with like something I got as part of my collection, or if it's just for everybody. There's like just some seasonal temporary boost of certain shit. Yeah, I haven't used the Inferno Tower ever, and actually I've just been using the same fucking thing over and over. So the two evolutions that we have are to this Tesla coil thing and the Wizard. Right, those are the two. This is where I'm maybe sort of easily entertained in these kind of games. I've been doing the same deck over and over for quite a while now. But I'm just trying to establish the gimmick. Like, it's not about winning as much as it's about the gimmick. We're going to prioritize the shit here. Let me try to do the middle more. Like, this should hit either side. Like, there's something about doing that that I'm not good at. Like... the fact that, yeah, I really don't know why people put them back there. I never understood it. This should hit kind of both sides, but I like how it just gravitates towards them too. But this makes it meaningless kind of what side they put stuff on, because, right, they'll pull them both towards the middle. So that kind of worked the way I wanted it to. See, we're not trying to damage his towers at all, although he damaged that a little bit. Why am I the only one with such high level towers though? Like level 5. I guess I'm sort of over leveled for because I keep losing and getting hard stuck, but I keep advancing my thing. I have level 7 towers, whereas they have level 5. Or for a while, it was at least I had level 6. So I kept wondering, why did mine have more health than theirs? And so... yeah, see, I'm trying to play with a full elixir thing, which I normally would never do that. But... yeah, see, when you do this, you muck it up to the point where even if they get through these, it'll take them a while and they'll have to tank it and all that. I feel like the musketeer guy is not really very good. He's tanky. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he'll pull him in. He'll pull him in, or maybe not even. Oh, shit. Okay, the P.e.k.K.a is what I fear the most because it just wrecks me. Many of my losses just come on account of the P.e.k.K.a alone. Do you see how annoying and stale of a style of play this kind of is? But it's deliberate, right? No minion deck. The only minions you get are from the structures themselves. It's such a cool idea. Right, an early on gimmick idea in my first playthrough free-to-play of this game that is just so cool. So this thing is good. We'll put it on the other side. And it really holds up pretty well. Like, we're turning this into a tower defense game. This is a tower defense PvP game, which in some manner of speaking, it's meant to be, but... and I'm not really even trying to get through that, but we would win on the default shit too if it lasts that long. I don't know if you put like the two towers like really close to each other, like he puts one here, I put one here, if they'd hit each other like over the water. I don't know if that's actually how it works, but yeah, I'm trying to play really defensively with it. And oh shit. Sometimes I overreact to some of these things and I don't need to, but see, now we go into the full summon phase, right? Now we should do it. Even though maybe I still shouldn't do it, but you'll have some excess now. You'll have some excess where you don't even have to worry about it, right? Because it's coming up so quickly. They should still keep enough to deal with what they're doing, but now they're going to have to worry about what I'm doing a bit more. I like to just swarm it all on the same side, but that doesn't always work either. Now, if it really does last through this whole thing, I would still win on the raw health value, I guess, but I don't necessarily want to do that. When you put them in the middle like that, though, you don't really know where exactly they're going because he really loves that fucking thing. Yeah, see, the problem is I'm still playing too defensively, but because I preserved the health values, it kind of worked a little bit. Oh, shit. The cannon here should still sort of pull them in. We're building up the goblins thing there. And then, of course, it can also stack up. It'll stack up. You can have as many of them as you want. Some of these I'm doing just to cycle through, too, at that point. Now we'll win on the stupid tie-break thing that I don't even like. Right, that I don't even want that to be the reason why. I mean, he's going hard on this side, but I'm not going to let him do shit. Put the summons here, put the structures there, like, just fuck it, dude. Like, I don't even care if I need that or not. I'm still going to do it. So now, is it now or is it after that? I think this is still early. That's so stupid and cheap that I would win like that, but... that is so dumb. Like, I don't even like that. And I don't even deserve the crown. Like, you know how this is the triple crown if you destroy all of them or their whole base. This is like the negative crown because you're not even doing that much. You're literally doing like... you know, you're doing nothing. I didn't actually even destroy anything. So I'll put this sort of in the middle. There is no like perfect middle spot though. You know, because you got to do something. You can't just let it go over the top there. You know, I'll commit here a little bit because they, you know, that's 10 mana right there. That's like 9 mana, 5 and 4, right? So like, how could they do anything else? Right, so it should be worth it to commit to that, because I don't know how sometimes they get through. Like, you saw what I just did. How do you get through what I'm trying to do? I don't understand. But like, what amount could they possibly have here that... I don't know. Again, I don't mind if I lose somehow, but I get annoyed. Like, in the early game, like, they'll do the barbarian. Yeah, here we go. Barbarians plus the P.e.k.K.a, and it's like, how the fuck do you even get through my shit? And the whole point of the... Look how I'm just waiting. Look at the patience. This thing is actually pretty good, too. Those two together, and then maybe the shit, too. Or if they split it, that could fuck me over. If they had done, like, the giant here and the P.e.k.K.a. Oh, shit. But he was a little bit too late with it. But you got to just do everything as a hard counter type in experience. So let's just wait now for a little bit, or maybe not. Everything's just counter. They do something, right? Just react to it. And again, that has a certain staying power. I can see why the health drains, because if it didn't do that, it would be way too overpowered. Right? Like, it's just totally too much. I feel like the skeletons came out so efficiently there the one time where like when these get destroyed, then they do that. But and the wizards are sometimes a lot more tankier than I give them credit for. I don't think what I'm summoning is having much of an impact. I do that just sort of to dump stuff off. Or see there, I should have done the fireball instead of the goblin cage. Now I'll feel tempted to overcommit a little bit. And I feel like even the fireball doesn't do that much to the P.e.k.K.a. The P.e.k.K.a seems resistant to a lot of things. Right? It's very, very hard to kill him just straight out. We go here. Some of those little musical things are so stupid. Okay, I don't know what side to go for here. Yeah, it's the ultimate defense. Like, you'll put this down, and by the time they get through it, whatever they were tagging with is dead, and then it'll still come through with the okay, so he's handling that side pretty well. Right, we'll try to stack up here. We're at 10. Gotta do this. You know, even though he tears through them, it's worth it, because there's nothing you can do with that guy. He's just too good. But he's stacking up there. It's fine with me. Again, defensive structure is there. That was the mistake I guess I was making. Don't try to put the summons in the... Don't try to put the summons in the line of fire of the minions, because the summons aren't gonna... These, you know, the boneyard and this shit, don't put them over there, because it's not going to do anything, because it's not a good matchup, right? They're going to summon all this big stuff, and you won't be able to do anything about it. So summon the structures to deal with the minions, and summon the summons to deal with the... Although this guy is kind of the exception, because he can just do whatever he wants. But we might win on the tie breaks thing again. That won't be enough to really deal with it, but Tesla Coil 2 could come out. He's going hard on this side, so I don't mind even doing it. But he's not going to get through. He's just not going to get through. Although he almost got through. What the fuck? The main thing is we're trying to just protect the core value. This is a very cheap way almost to play it, but it's really not, though. You're committing to a style of play. He's going all in, but it's just not going to work. Oh, shit. I should have waited. Whoa. He's actually kind of getting through though still. This is wild. I mean, we did more to his just from the residual. I'm not even paying attention sometimes to how much I'm doing with that, but this might be like some legend caliber meta type shit that once you get to the point where people are so, you know, resistant, this is so much more satisfying, right? Like this is something truly special that I've done here. Oh, I didn't see. Ah, fuck me. I didn't see what it was giving me. Whatever. Just I'm gonna get carpal tunnel doing it like this in my weird position, but no, that is thoroughly satisfying. The manner in which I love that I'm doing this on a first playthrough. I can't control my gimmick deck mentality because oh wait, I shouldn't have even done that. Again, I keep saying that, and I'm not following my own advice. Like the structures, do the structures first. It doesn't matter even what he would have done. All right, so we have this here. It kind of triggers me OCD a little that you can't do it exactly in the middle, or maybe I am there. I can't tell. Everybody's using this shit all the time. We'll do this, and we'll even do this because he just committed so hard to that side that it kind of deserves to be done. Maybe not the best way to deal with the wizard, but yeah, the goal is to slow this down as much as possible. Is he really going to get some dinky residual damage from that? All right, we got to farm up the elixir a little more. Yeah, this kind of exemplifies what I'm about sometimes. Is like, it's about the commitment to a style of play or a commitment to a certain mechanic. More so than just even, you know, do I really think this is that good or the best thing out there? No, I don't. But that I could make even with what limited collection I have is just something thematic about it that I like. This is all fine. I don't know if I need to really commit with this, but again, the good thing is it'll be valuable even later on for other things. Although he somehow got through that, which is that one little thing he got through, or even that fact that I summoned that didn't stop him there. So that if it comes down to that point now, I will actually lose. If it comes down to the whatever. Damn, these wizards are fucking crazy, man. This always seems to get the first hit, though, before anybody can do anything. Oh, shit. See, I keep trying not to summon whatever, do the summon ones, but then I can't help it because one really isn't going the way I want it to. We'll still have time right after this, but oh shit, he's going hard on this side. No, I see. I shouldn't have done the summon there. I shouldn't have done it. Those all seem like relatively dinky things, but yes, he didn't get shit through, but he'll win on the raw damage value now, but I have time to deal with that. Now I should take advantage of the summons here a little bit. If he's really gonna let that through, I don't know. Wow. Why does it seem still so slow paced when we're in the 2x phase? He's being very methodical about everything himself. So will these little dinky fuckers get through? And when you start to put multiple of these out of the same one, then it starts to get crazy. Like, you know, you put out like 2 or 3 of the goblin huts, then you can go nuts. It doesn't seem too threatening to him, but then it turns into something very good. He may just win, though, on the raw damage value. I can't really tell you. Right, that'd be such a dumb way to have it happen, but there's nothing I can do. Now what will happen because there's less on that one? I don't even understand the math of that because it's not holding it against him, I guess, for fuck's sake. It's not holding it against him, the fact that he starts with less health value total. Otherwise, right, then they could all be undamaged for both of us, and then I'd still win because, oh, mine are just a higher level tower. No, that was at least an interesting, you know, intense kind of a game that we got to do. This is a pretty frustrating way to do it, though, where I do like every session, says the guy who loves permadeath stuff and does it as a stable in everything ever. But it's pretty frustrating because you have to only go till you lose one, and then I'm done. So these sessions are sometimes really short. Although the last couple haven't been too bad. I hate how you have to keep doing this, but like, oh, you got earned a reward, so then just give me the reward. Why do I have to go here to get the reward? Like, you know what I mean? As soon as you earn it, it should just give it to you. Again, it's a way to try to force you to go into the shop or get addicted to these kind of reward track type mechanics with many different currencies. Okay, dude, what is all this shit? Hard masteries. Unlock more rewards by completing mastery tasks. What does this mean? What? Level 1. What is happening? I don't understand. Task. Let me guess what the task is. Just use the card. Like, what does it even do, though? I don't get it. Upgrade the card to unlock this mastery task. I don't really care, but I have all this gold and I don't even know what to do with it because it's just like there doesn't seem to be one thing you can just dump it into. You can buy like a cosmetic, or every time you log in, you know, you can buy a little shit, or obviously you're using it to upgrade stuff every once in a while. Once again, why do I have to go through doing all this? You know what I mean? It's just stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, you can tell I really like that sort of slow pacing. Not even so much that, oh, I like control stuff, but it feels so unique here too. Just like you're stalling it out and then you're letting those little weenie things take over. You know, they break through eventually. I don't know, that style of play is just so cool. And not even exclusive to itself, but just the fact that it's an option among many other things I could do is very cool. Upgrade this, which everybody's using, so it clearly must be that it's boosted for everybody, which I don't understand really what the logic then in doing that is. You know, that's all it's going to do is just make everybody use it. Okay, what else is new here? But no, that's the one thing that kind of bugs me about it, is that there's too many currencies, too many different levels of different things. Like, I don't know. Yeah, apparently 2 years spent playing it, because that's just when I did it for the first time. It's pretty funny that that's actually the case. Like, you know, technically it's true. 50 battle wins. Win battles to upgrade this, so it's 66. That'd be like to 100, I guess, for the next one. At least we've broken our losing streak rut of some of those sessions where we had like quite a few in a row. And I haven't used any of the wild cards either. Yeah, I just don't understand the impact of that. Like the levels of stuff, like, oh, they have higher level versions of the same stuff that you're using, and that's why they won. Right? Like, I don't understand how much that plays a role in a factor. It's not even that it's pay to win. It's just more like, you know, you can still earn that, but I don't know how much of a difference that makes, right? Like, even I have the higher level towers in some of these, right? Like level 7 towers. So does that mean I have an unfair advantage and I'm sort of smurfing and benefiting from that? And it kind of does make the difference when it's this tight with the health values, right? Like, it literally comes down to he had 35 health left on his tower. Like, what if it's exactly the same? Then it would go into triple overtime or something. Wildcards to upgrade. Yeah, I haven't used them, so I'll just save them for a while, and it'll be some crazy thing I can do later, because I'll have so many of them. But yeah, it's just so... I like my gimmick addiction kind of coming out so clearly. in everything that I do.